Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And the natural born killer Carlos Condit, former UFC interim welterweight champion, has came out on Instagram recently and posted a picture of him looking dazed and confused after his most recent fight against Cowboy Oliviera, where he was submitted in the second round. And he said in the post, "Maybe my time has passed." Now this is very interesting, but also not surprising by Carlos Condit, who actually has already retired in the octagon once after he fought Damian Maia and was submitted in the first round. He laid down his gloves in the middle of the octagon and said, "Yo, I've had enough." But a lot of people didn't really expect that to be his last fight because it was out of nowhere. It was unexpected. It was a submission loss. It's not like he just took a lot of damage. And so a lot of people thought Carlos Condit might be back, and he was back. He came back and fought Neil Magny at UFC 219. He lost that fight. And so Carlos Condit, he didn't go away after that fight. Like, it is what it is. Came back. He was supposed to be fighting Matt Brown this past weekend. Matt Brown got injured, and so Cowboy Oliviera stepped into the fight versus Carlos Condit. And in the fight, he actually did quite a bit of damage to Carlos Condit as he opened up a pretty nasty cut on his head. It was leaking pretty bad, and then he eventually submitted Carlos Condit. So Carlos Condit posted this. It was a pretty dope post, I have to admit. Carlos Condit said, "Post chokeout, where the fuck am I? What the fuck happened? Feeling kinda warm and fuzzy. Hope I didn't just piss my shorts on live TV. 1,000-yard stare. I've posted plenty pictures looking like a badass, triumphant and powerful. But here's the flip side. Me crumpled and weak in defeat. Rough leaving it all out there. Looked like on Saturday. Much respect to my opponents and his team. Thank you for taking the fight on short notice. Congratulations and best of luck in the future. I don't know what's next, guys. I still love this game. Most days I feel that fire. I absolutely love what I do. But maybe my time has passed. I don't know the answer. This is what I know. This is my passion. I will never stop training, and if that leads me back to the octagon, then I'll try to make it bloody for you. Right now, I'm looking forward to summer shenanigans with my sons and expanding 100 Hands Coffee, which is his local coffee shop he has." So that was a super dope post, and from that, I do think we'll get to see Carlos back at least one time. I love the fucking post. I think it was perfect. I admire the fact that he posted himself looking dazed and confused. He said, "Yo, you don't always look like a badass in this sport, and I'm not one of those dudes that just post my good moments. This is a fucking fact. This is the low moments of the sport." But he's already shown in this response, he's taking it like a fucking former champion, and like a guy that's why he's one of the fan favorites and he's so respected in the sport. He's on a 3-fight losing streak right here, but from what he said, I know Carlos Condit will be back. I think he should take a little bit of time off. And Matt Brown, he also said, "Yo, maybe I'll get to grace the octagon with him." The fight didn't get to happen because of Matt Brown's injury, but that looks like a fight that we could see. Matt Brown's also talked about retiring in the past, but he said, "You know what? I'm going to come back." He got a W, and he was going to fight Carlos Condit. But that's just, as far as both of these guys mentioning retirement and getting closer to that point, that could be a potential fight in the future that is a retirement fight for both of these guys. Kind of like how Michael Bisping and Vitor Belfort both said they're going to retire. That could have been a dope retirement fight. I think that's something we could potentially see Carlos Condit and Matt Brown in. Either way, from what Carlos Condit posted, he's still going to be training. He still loves what he does. He still has the fire. I think Carlos Condit will be back to the octagon. So I don't think this is the end of Carlos Condit by any means, which is dope to see for the natural born killer. Still got a lot of fans. Hopefully he can get back an actual W, you know what I'm saying, when he gets back. And maybe that fight will be against Matt Brown. Who knows? Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.